Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot going to do the readings.
Time for the TarotOracle show.
All right, welcome back. And thank you very much for being here. Yellow, Mina, TTM, what's going on? We got Maruta, we got MR, and a Bartman with donations. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. The first on the donation list is going to be Mina from yesterday. So Mina wanted to know a little bit of M's real feelings for my son. What's going on? Is this a good thing or is this a bad thing? Or what's happening with that? Let's see if we got any feelings at all with a Tasty Tarot. We'll take a bite out of the relationship here with this. We got MR with a double shot. Bartman, thank you again. I appreciate that. We got Tarot the Dragons over here. Keely, thank you for your donations. Tarot Reader, thank you for your donations. So we already have 10 donations. We have 11 donations. We have 11 donations. We've been live for 2 minutes. All right. M's real feelings for my son. We do have an Ace of Wands over here. So this is just something exploratory, something for fun, something just kind of, where's it going to go? What are we going to do? Where's the adventure going to take us? This is not really like super serious, right? We have an Eight of Wands, very casual, very quick. It's going to be a very short-lived kind of thing as well. We got a Seven of Pentacles over here kind of pointing to, hey, this is just something that we're going to see if we build it. We're going to see how we can expand it. We're going to see how it works. Very experimental, very kind of, wandering around, no clue where it's going, just kind of chilling, just kind of seeing where things are. There's nothing really serious here. There's nothing really heavy duty. It's almost like there's no intentions at all. There's no intentions at all. We have some legitimate feelings, but this is very exploratory. Not really sure where I want to take this or if I want to take this to the next stage. And that's going to be something that we have to sort of figure out in the next few months or what have you as far as that goes. Anyway, thank you for your donation yesterday. We got Alex next from the donations from Overflow from yesterday. Alex wants to know, do we have any R? Do we have feelings? Do we have intentions? Where's that going? How's that working? Get a little bit of the ultraviolet tarot. Not ultraviolet, ultraviolet, but ultraviolet tarot. Karima, thank you for your 2 donations. I greatly appreciate that. Tarot Reader, thank you for your other donation. Appreciate that. All right, now let's see about Alex. What are R's intentions? What are R's feelings? Where are we kind of going with this at this point? Man, this is a little bit of a separation, a little bit of hesitation, a little bit of a pause. Like, I'm not really into this. I'm not really 100% here. I'm not really sort of, kind of want to see where it goes, kind of want to see where it happens, but I'm sort of involved maybe with somebody else. I'm sort of looking maybe at somebody else. I definitely have my eyes in other directions other than this, right? We have a Two of Cups. We've met somebody. We have some other interaction. This is a little bit of a Two of Swords. Is this the same? Is this the same vein as this relationship? Maybe, maybe not. We definitely have this mixture of I've started something else, or at least I'm looking in another direction over here. The Judgment, rebirth, reincarnation, a little bit on the side here. So I definitely think this person could possibly have something on the side, or at least they're looking at others. I definitely have a distance between this relationship or a disconnect between this current connection and the possibility of something different with that. A little bit of that too is a little extreme over here, especially around meeting somebody new, getting somebody else started, getting something else going, something else started. You have a little bit of overall issue kind of getting that going and keeping this alive. So look for a little bit of difficulty in that realm. As always, entertainment purposes only. Never see somebody's dating somebody else based on fat memory your cards on the internet. Is next. Karima, thank you for your 4th donation. FS, thank you for your donation as well. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 11, we got 13, we got 16. That makes 17 donations in 6 minutes. I think we may beat tomorrow's record. We have 17 donations and it's been 6 minutes. Well, that does include the donations from yesterday though, too. So, there you go. All right. Anyway, so we got to get through 17 of these. So bear with me if you're in the queue. It's going to take a minute to get to your reading, as you can see. So let's see about that. We have another one. We have yellow on the PayPal side. It makes 18 donations in 7 minutes. And I don't know if we get 20 donations in 22 donations in 9 minutes, I think is the record with that. Anyway, Samantha, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out. What is going on? Samantha, what was your question from yesterday? Let me look and see if I have it in the queue here. I do. Well, I go to Germany in July. Samantha, you are in the queue. You are 2 away. So 2 away, Samantha, before we get to you. So sorry it takes so long, but we got kind of flooded, you know, that's the way. Anyway, Samantha, you're 2 away. All right. So we have 5 makeup donations from yesterday. All right. And we have 12 new donations from today. Now we have 13 new donations from today. So we have 18 donations in 7 minutes. All right. A fling with Mike. Is Mike any good? Is Mike decent? Is Mike going to be worth my time? No, and no. I say leave it as the fling. Let the fling slide. Let the fling go. Enjoy. Have fun. Do all of this stuff. After the fling is over, I would definitely get the hell out of this. This does not look good. Mike, I'm sorry. You know, Mike, if you're watching. By the way, not the mic that I'm thinking of. No, not that mic. Probably this is a different mic. But the fling with Mike is a fling with Mike that should be terminated immediately after. It just doesn't look good. You got a little bit of this. Let the fling stay. Do not be connected with this in a way that is going to be detrimental to your future or your fun or your enjoyment, because it looks like the fling is just a fling in this particular case, especially when you start wandering over here into the courts. It just doesn't look like this is going to be a long-term enjoyable thing for you. So just be aware of that. Karima, thank you for your 5th donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right, let's see what's going on. We got Lisa, and then we got Samantha. Lisa from yesterday wants to know if they have a fling with Mike. No, I'm kidding. We have a lot of people that want to know about feelings and love, and is the love going to survive? Is the love going to be great? Is the love going to be as fantastic as I would like it to be? Let's take a look with a tarot in Wonderland and see if that is legitimate. We got more flings in chat. It is a fling. It is a fling-vember. Fling November. Is that the new thing? Is that the fling November? I mean, sure, why not? I don't know. I'm sick. I'm coming up on 60, so I think my fling days are over. But yeah, you know, there is that. Anyway, all right. Let's see where we're going here. I don't know. We got feelings, we got detriment, we got, you know, kind of where are these feelings going? Where are these feelings at? This is interesting. Pulling you in a decent direction, but a direction that may make you uncomfortable nonetheless. We go of Wands over here. ST's feelings are still ground. I'm going to go out on a limb. And I'm going to say that ST has always had the feelings. Always. It feels like ST's feelings never went away. Logistics is the problem. It's a problem of getting connected. It's a problem of their personality. It just feels like that we have current, good, stable feelings, but we're just not able to act on them the way that we should. 4 of Wands, building a home with this individual is such a challenge, is such a weird challenge, and it almost shouldn't be. It feels like things aren't that good. Things aren't that good that we can make this home into the next sort of iteration. We can make it into a 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles over here. It feels like you're being dragged out of it as well. They are being dragged out of it. It feels like if we didn't do anything, this really could work. But We just worked really hard to get out of this thing for whatever reason. So it's the way it goes, the way it goes. The feelings have always been there. So Karima, do you want thought on all of them? Or like what percentage? What percentage do you want the thought, Karima? Let me know. And finally, from last night, we have a Samantha is over there. Want to know if we will visit Deutschland and be like, wie geht es Ihnen? I don't know, maybe. Maybe. I'm gonna Deutschland. Okay, Deutschland. And I don't know if I did that correctly. I did minor in German for my first few years in college before I changed it to mathematics. But yeah, there is that. Anyway, all right. 10 question. Yeah, there you go. 10 question total. So there you go. So Karima, what percentage do you want the thoth? Do you want 10%, 20%? Do you want 100%? Let me know. The thoth is a little bit brutal, but yeah, it definitely gave you some different readings. It definitely gave you some different look and feel readings than what you've had before. So that's an interesting thing. And I think that was kind of good. But let me know what percentage that you want over here. Deutschland. Are we going to travel to Deutschland and be saying, hello, guten Morgen, guten Abend, wie geht es Ihnen? And was it no sprech ein bisschen Deutsch? I don't know. Anyway, all right, let's see. We're going to visit Deutschland. Yes, 10 of Pentacles is nice. 9 of Swords says, be careful where you go. I really think you need to stay in the tourist areas. There's almost like that there's some traps there. There's some places that look appealing, that look interesting, but I wouldn't really go there in retrospect. I wouldn't really go. So there are some great places. Stay on the tourist realm. Don't go wandering off, because it feels like that there is a little bit of a danger over there as we sort of go through there. But Deutschland does have many beautiful castles if you're willing to travel a little bit outside in the countryside, what have you. Definitely, don't be too concerned about what you read about some of the stuff over there. I feel like if you stay on the touristy areas, you're going to be just fine. Everything's going to be dandy over there. A 5 of Pentacles says take a little more money. It almost feels like that you're going to spend a lot of money. You're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to want to spend a lot of money. They're like, look, we're going to go visit this castle. It's a little bit more cash, but you'll be like, yes, I want to do that. That is so fun. So definitely enjoy yourself. I think you have a fantastic time over there, and overall it's looking great. It is looking great, and July is going to be the time to go too. You got all the other tourists over there. You're going to have a lot of people going around with you, hanging out, what have you. I think you're going to have a ton of fun. Wow, we got a lot of donations. How many donations we got? We got 24 donations. So unfortunately, we got to cut it off 10 minutes into the streams. So, it's one of those. You show up early or you don't show up, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we're officially in a donation cutoff. There's no more donations for tonight. I do believe that we have enough with 24 readings to last us for the rest of the evening. So yeah, there is that. When it's, I think my limit is the bottom of the page. When it's scrolling off the screen, I'm probably going to be, checking out at that point. Be like, yeah, probably going to be checking out at that point. Anyway, D's feelings for me. Do we have any real good feelings over there? Oh, man, we gave them a gift over there. We gave them a gift of tickets. Ooh, it's getting serious over there. It is getting serious over there. Oh man, we got some movement. We finally got some movement over there. We'll see what happens over here. We'll see what happens with that. With a little bit of the Meraki tarot, we'll stay on that vein. We'll make it happen tonight, and we'll see where this is going to take us. Indeed. All right, these feelings for me. It is looking like they're back. A little bit of their back, right? You got that 7 of Swords. I've made a return. I've left. I got a little bit upset. I got a little bit worked up. I didn't have a lot of the quality. I didn't have a lot of the feels that I needed over there. And it feels like that Eight of Cups. I'm finally where I would like to be. I gave up a little bit. We reunited like the Peaches and Cream song, and it feels so good. And the Ace of Swords says that connection is there. I'm really feeling it. I'm really going through. And I've made a triumphant return. Seven of Swords, if you've read my books, you know. Seven of Swords is all about the triumphant return, the getting back, sneaking back in, trying it and doing it once more. And I think that's kind of where you're at here. You do have some feelings, you do have some good things, and we have some triumphant movement coming from there, and I like it. Now, we gave them a nice little gift over there. You did a little Six of Pentacles of your own, MR. That's so sweet. A little Six of Pentacles action on the MR side. How is this going to work out, though? How is this going to work out? They said it's too much. You gave me a gift. It's too much. You shouldn't have. You spent so much. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. I'm enamored with it. It's the most amazing thing ever. But Jesus, why? Okay. We'll see about that. You're just over there just spending the money over there. You're like, D, I love you.
I love you.
Here's something fancy. And he's like, damn, that's fancy indeed. You shouldn't have gotten the Rolex. All right, it's too much. The Three of Swords. I think he thinks that you expect something big in return. Not a big gift, but I think that he thinks, okay, here's my opinion. He thinks that you're trying to shove this into overdrive. You're trying to get this steady, moving quickly, moving forth, moving fast, moving in the direction that he doesn't really want to go. You said we're dating other people. You said we may not be all that serious. You said we may not be 100%. And then this comes about. And then this comes about. What does that mean? That means what happens now? Does that mean that you want to be super serious? Does that mean you have some motives? Does that mean you have some things? Number one, he feels kind of guilty. He feels like that you got a little bit of the upper hand here. You got, some serious things going on over there, and he just, got a trinket here or there going through. The Wheel of Fortune, it feels like you want to break the cycle of what we're doing, and you want to transpose this into the next level. You want to graduate this into the next degree. And he's not sure if he's quite ready for that, quite frankly. So he's like, oh, wow, yeah. So part of it is being nice. Oh, you shouldn't have. And then part of it is like, uh-oh, what do they want in return? Like, what's happening over there? What do they want in return with that? All right, well, were they happy or not? I think that they were. We did get a little happiness kind of feel in there. But let's go ahead and check out Meraki one more time. Uno mas time for the Meraki and see. Where's UVT? I don't know. UVT's usually a little late. UVT's busy over there. UVT's been feeling bad a couple of days too. So I don't know. I got a headache today. I need to take some of my Vicodin after this. But yeah. All right. Was D happy about the tickets though? Yeah, they were. Three of Pentacles. We have a celebration. Look, we're getting the tickets and we're putting in this little special place in our nest. And it feels like that you're more dedicated than you were before. If I'm D, I'm like, you're more dedicated than you were before. You're showing more signs of interest. Before you told me, F off. Before you told me, I'm very upset. And this thing has been dwindling down to almost nothing. But now you're more dedicated with this. Now you're making a little bit more of a nest. Now we have a little bit more of an excitement level from here. As well as you're not going to be leaving. I think for a while they thought you were going to be leaving from their behavior, from the conversation, from the issues that you had, and they thought you were out of here. A little bit of that Five of Cups, Eight of Cups combo. But, overall, the Nine of Wands. We've had some issues. We've had some distractions. This has gone downhill. But you're really showing more interest. And I think that is going to be an excitement. It is going to be a level of good stuff here indeed. So overall, looks really good. Looks really good. And I'm glad that that's sort of progressing in a direction that's going to be a little more beneficial in the meantime too. So we'll see where it goes in the long term, though. We've had kind of the crushing effect of this. We've had a crushing effect of this, so I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, we'll skip around to the karima phase 1 over there, and then to Bartman's dragons we go. Essence card feelings for me. You want some thought? I didn't get a percentage, so I'm going to go 20%. I'm going to, 2 readings with the thought, and 2 donations with the thought, so a total of 4 readings, and then we'll move on to something else so we don't burn out the thought at this point. All right. You keep getting this damn knight. The knight, the empress, the knight empress combo is interesting. I do shuffle this thing. And at the end of the stream, the last stream, I did shuffle this thing too. Damn well shuffle this thing. So, we keep getting these repeat cards. I think that's nice. I think that's nice indeed. But, we'll see about that. We'll see what is going on here. Oh, man. Feelings for me. You've had this combo before. The thought is letting you know that we still have a good feel. We still have a good feeling because you have this exact combo in the last section where we were like either feelings or something in that vein. And we talked about the knight being, the pride in what we have done, the pride in having all of the good things that we need together, and really kind of combined with the empress, we're making a good home. And they're very concerned that it's good for you. We've made a good home. It's very good for you. But this is an interesting mixture of fire and water. Now, if you don't know about this particular card, we're mixing fire and water. So I can show you over there and take a look on that and, a little bit. So fire and water don't mix. Fire and water don't mix. And we're watching things that don't mix try to be mixed. And one of the feelings is don't try to mix things that aren't going together well. If these things aren't combining well, if these things aren't looking good, don't try to force anything. And it's telling you, as far as the feelings, don't try to force a feeling out of them. Let the feelings flow. Let them express what they have. You're not really going to change anything in that respect as well. Now, this is nice. This is nice indeed. It talks about a good level of future, talks about a good level of feels as well, and I think that's going to be something that's overall good. So basically says the feelings are solid, the feelings aren't going anywhere, we don't have any major disappointments coming up in the future. So I think that's pretty good. That is pretty good indeed. All right, what actions do we want to take? Now, be aware, this is want to take, not what actions are we going to be taken. So I'm letting the thought know, hey, letting the Crowley in me go a little bit. What actions do we want to take? The universe is back. What the hell? You saw me shuffle this. You saw me cut this. You saw me shuffle it twice. So this is interesting indeed. Wow. Okay. All right, what actions is he wanting to take? He may indeed. That's interesting. I think that the thought wants to return to what it was saying. I think the thought wants to return to what it was saying. We have feelings that aren't mixing. We have feelings that we're trying to mix them. We have feelings that aren't working. We're going to try to mix them anyway, and it's going to be for your benefit. What it's basically saying, right? Serena, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out. Been a minute. Good to see you back. Johnny Blake, welcome. So what we're saying is that sometimes things don't mix together well. We try to force it. It's not going to do us any good. But this is interesting because it says that they want to do that for your benefit. So what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of communication for your benefit, a lot of things said for your benefit that don't have a lot of meaning behind it, that don't have a lot of intention behind it, that aren't going to be followed up as rigorously, as thoroughly as you would like to see here. It's almost like that I have things that I'm promising just to make you comfortable, just to make things okay. I have no intention of actually doing any of it, but I am going to try to soothe the beat. I'm going to try to soothe things forward with that. Now, that's not really going to work because you're not stupid. Nobody's stupid. When somebody says something like that, it doesn't really resonate, as far as, the fat man reading tarot said that you are going to say things that you really don't mean to try to make me comfortable, but I think that is currently what the actions that they want to take indeed. The universe, it seems like it's going to be a lot of different small things, a lot of interesting things, nothing like major, but you're going to hear words that sound fantastic, that sound really wonderful, but make no sense. But absolutely make no sense at all. And I think that's going to be a red flag. Well, not necessarily a red flag, but at least something to where you're kind of interested in being like, well, I don't know how much follow-up we have here. So we're going to shuffle the Jesus out of this just to make sure that we have a little bit of that. We're going to cut few times and put that aside for now. All right, so it's ready for the next load. All right, let's get a load of dragons up here right now with a tarot of dragons. And we'll see where that takes us. Bartman want to know, what should my next dragon story be about? All right, let's break it down like MC Hammer right now and see what dragon stories we got in store for Bartman writing the cool dragon stories out there, making it happen over there. All right. I think that you have a family of dragons. You have a family of dragons. Now, these dragons can speak. They talk. These dragons have a little bit of drama, not necessarily family drama, but they're being hunted. They're being hunted down by basically, hunters that basically like the whale hunters that want the dragon artifacts, that want to sell these. Now, these dragons are unique because they are the last of their species. These are a special kind of dragons that not only breathe fire, but they're able to communicate. They have a higher level of thought than other dragons, and they're being hunted. And if they go extinct, then you do have an issue, because this is going to be a big problem, because these need to be propagated. These need to allow them to have big families and what have you. Now, the good news is you do have basically a league of protectors that have been sworn to protect these dragons. And this league has been long since disbanded because there hasn't really been this problem before. But you do have a couple of elders, you do have a couple of people that are basically recruiting new members into the league that are going to be able to protect these dragons from the hunters, that are going to get in between the hunters and the dragons, that are going to communicate, that are going to set up traps, that are going to get things done over here and work to protect these dragons in their sleep, because they do go to sleep for long periods of time, and that makes them vulnerable indeed. So be aware that you could have control of the weather involved in here. You could have a lot of different things going on, but that is basically the dragon story that you should write. So there we go. There you go. The Tarot of Dragons is making it happen tonight. Let's make it happen for Keeli, Power of the P. I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Power of the P, we will sneak you in here since we did stop so early. All right, Keely is next. Elisa, donations are closed. Yes, Elisa. Elisa, if you do, I did close it like really, really super early, and I'm sorry, but I mean, we had donations down to here. We had donations down to there. So I don't know. Elisa, if you want to donate, let me know. I will read you tonight, Elisa. I'll make an exception just for you. If you want to donate, we'll fit you in tonight. Making it happen. All right. Let's see over here. How to make and invoke Aphrodite. I don't know. I don't know what Aphrodite, let's see. What is, we got to look it up now. Aphrodite. Mighty tidy Aphrodite. Let's see. Aphrodite. Okay, Aphrodite. Aphrodite is an ancient Greek goddess of sexual love and beauty. Oh, that sounds like ultraviolet tarot, to be honest with you. Identified with Venus by the Romans. She was known as the goddess of love and fertility. Oh, that's definitely UVT. And occasionally presiding over marriage. All right. I don't know what presiding over marriage means. Does that mean that they made marriages? I mean, I don't know. All right, how to invoke Aphrodite. Eight of Pentacles says basically with artwork. With art. You invoke Aphrodite with art. You're basically going to be able to paint your way into that. Paint your image of Aphrodite, and Aphrodite will see it. And that will be part of the invocation indeed. It'll be like your own little custom painting, your own little custom drawing, your own little artwork that you have in your journal, what have you, is going to definitely draw Aphrodite in indeed. Now, be in mind that Aphrodite is not going to be there for very long. This is going to be a little bit of an invocation. It's not going to be permanent. Going to have a little bit of that. The King of Cups also says you have to have a lot of emotion. Any goddess of love, any goddess of passion, anything like that is going to need a lot of emotion, a lot of love. Filling yourself with love. Looking at other people and imagining them as people that you're madly in love with, that you have true, unadulterated love for everybody and everything, and just sort of letting that flow through you with that King of Cups. A lot of that watery motion, I think, is going to get their attention indeed, and that's what I'm predicting as we go through there. All right, who is next over here? We got so we got some FS. We got a lot of karima. So Keely only had one. So let's do tarot reader with the double shot tonight. Let's make that happen. What's a good tarot reader deck? Since we were just talking about UVT, let's go ahead and break the mold with a little bit of a dancing teddy bear tonight. Tarot reader, I need to send your tarot deck. Tarot reader, I will send your tarot deck tomorrow. I'm going to pack it up. I'll send you a tracking tonight for that, but I will send that in the mail. I do have a lot of packages to send tomorrow, but yeah. We'll see how that works out. All right. What does Spirit want me to know about my love life? Man, you know, it's a little bit volatile, I'm not going to lie. It's a little bit volatile, and let it be volatile. Volatility is going to take you to stability. You have to let the volatility flow, the volatility work. You have to let the volatility go 100%. If you don't, you are going to get stuck with something that is not really going to be beneficial for you in the long run. We have the Tower over here that just kind of points to let things collapse if they aren't making it happen. Let things collapse if it isn't working for you. If we try to sort of prop things up and let it build and let it go, not really going to do any good at all. Let the newness creep in. Let the newness come into your life over here with the judgment. Let the rebirth, the reincarnation over here. And the thing about the Tower is, you know, if it crumbles, it really wasn't built that well in the first place. It really wasn't as stable as we would like to see over here. You don't want to be carrying around things that aren't functional, carrying around things that are going to waste your time. they're going to detract from the reality that is newer opportunities, better opportunities, and opportunities that are going to be a little more superior in many aspects, right? But that's the problem. Since we can't see the next opportunities, that is a little bit difficult as far as it goes, because you're like, well, I don't really know. I don't really know indeed. Lisa, your reading was done. Lisa, let me get you an exact time stamp, Lisa. Lisa's rating was done. I'm going to go ahead and put Lisa, go to 9 minutes. Go but rewind to 9 minutes on this video, and that is exactly where your reading is located. Lisa, thank you so much for your donation. Sorry you had to wait, but we had a plethora, or a plethora, depending upon if you're in Texas or not, of readings. So we had to go through. So we got another one tonight. We didn't break the record like we did last night, but we got really close. We got 19 donations in 7 minutes. So anyway, what's going on here? Who will I date next? What kind of guy? Well, first off, you're going to date a Pisces. I really think the first thing I got is a little bit of a Pisces feel over here. You're going to date a Pisces. You're going to wander into that. You're going to sort of see where that is going to take you. Ace of Pentacles says, man, that looks like something really firm, sturdy, something that really works, something that really makes the grade for this. Ace of Pentacles says, this looks great. This looks easy. It doesn't look difficult. It looks like it's smooth. It doesn't look like it's a lot of work. I think you're done with a lot of work. I think you're done trying to do a lot of work at this point. And it does build to something that's nice. It builds to something that has a lot of potential, a lot of momentum. And momentum is something that you like. You don't like things being stagnant. You don't like things being at a dead end. I want some momentum, and this has a lot of it. Now, this is not something that's going to be permanent. We're not going to be married. It just feels like this is something that's very good for a medium-term relationship. It was very good for having some comfort, for having some good feels, for having a lot of a good time kind of thing, and it feels like there's a lot of stability within it, but it just kind of burns itself out after a while. It's like a great candle, right? You get one of those beautiful candles from what is it? The candles. You get one of the beautiful candles from Bath and Body Works, you know what I'm saying? It smells fantastic. And then you're just like, I've had enough of vanilla candle. Vanilla candle was great, don't get me wrong, but I've had enough of that damn vanilla candle. It's just, it's a little much. It's a little much. All right. So yeah, we're going to shuffle this again because Karima is getting the same cards. Even though we shuffled literally the Jesus out of this, we seem to be getting the same cards. Now, maybe we're getting the same cards on purpose. Maybe Thoth has something that they want to say over here. We'll see about that. So this is the last two readings for the Thoth tonight. What are his current thoughts of me? What kind of thoughts do we have going through over here? It is interesting with that. A little bit of a piece, a little bit of a retrospection. One of the retrospections that they have, one of the things that they're sort of looking at is they're examining their feelings and what are my feelings for you? I think they're kind of in that confused mode of what are my feelings for you? What am I sort of doing over here? What am I thinking? What am I feeling? Very introspective right there as far as thoughts of you about how are we going to do that. Another thing that they are kind of worried about, they are kind of concerned about is kind of just sort of making peace long terms with feelings for you. Are my feelings okay? And that's something that they've been doing lately, is having a little bit of doubt. Are my feelings okay? Am I what I'm doing? Is it okay? Am I okay overall? Am I making, sort of the right move, the right thing as well? And I think that they're really more dedicated the more that they think about this, because they do, right? They do over here. They do have an interesting piece in here. It's like, hey, if I made that decision, if I finally come to grips with my thoughts, my feelings are real, my effort is real, my emotions are real here, and this is the right move, I'm very dedicated to it, and I'm straight on target, and I'm ready to move forward with it as well. So the more commitment they have stems from the more thoughts that they have about this is the right thing, this is the right journey, this is the right push forward, and that makes me want to, get moving and get started on that as well. All right, what we'll do straight off the top here. What are his intentions towards me right now? All right, where are the intentions going to go? Ooh, a little bit of the Emperor stepping up. You got three big majors over here, kind of mingled with an ace, which is kind of interesting. Intentions, take command, take control, figure out where things are going to be, figure out what we need to be doing. That's definitely kind of in here. You have that chariot, you have that combination with the moon, that double movement, that double journey kind of in here. Kind of the intentions are to sort of reconcile everything that we need to be doing and at least get started on it. And that goes back to the practice mode. That goes back to, a little bit less introspection, more action. And I think action is on the menu. Action is on the agenda as well. So that is nice over here. The Ace of Pentacles, we're finally getting some stability, finally getting some reality in this long-term version of us. And that is the next intention. Emperor just talks about having the step forward, having the responsibility, and taking the responsibility that we need in order to get this done. So looking pretty decent with that as well. All right, we'll do a little bit of Gothic, and we'll do a little bit of Gothic and romantic combo for you over there. Let's go to FS next. We got work reading. We got the double month happening over here. Let's see where this is going to take us right now. All right, Shamanic Journey, welcome. Appreciate hanging out. We also got Bountiful Sea Turtle. Been a minute, Sea Turtle, good to see you. What is going on? All right, let's see. Reading for November and December. Man, Christmas layoffs in December. Not a lot. You do have a little bit of Christmas layoffs in December. You do have a little bit of work things happening in December. I think December really hits some companies, some corporations hard in the financial realm. Three of Swords just says got a couple of Christmas layoffs in the realm of December. December is the time where a lot of the projects get canceled too. If we're in some projects, if we're in some things going through, a lot of this kind of just doesn't float out the way that it should, right? We have some of the projects, some of the things we talked about, maybe now, maybe before, maybe currently, just kind of sort of eats it in December. So a lot of cancellations, a lot of things that just aren't working as far as that. And I do think that you have a new member that's a little bit annoying, possibly in November, possibly early December, late November. It's almost like somebody just steps up and just tries to take over, just tries to take everything into their own hands, just tries to sort of be the ruler, be a little bit too bossy, too upfront, and I don't think that's really kind of one of those things that you want to see with that. Page of Pentacles just looks for somebody trying to take over, somebody a little bit too bossy. Be aware of that. Seven of Cups, I do think that you have carrot on a stick, a little bit of carrot on a stick, where, hey, we need this, we have this, if you just wait, if you just be patient, expect not a lot of money to flow as far as year-end reviews, year-end raises go. It feels like we just don't have a lot of money, and we're a little bit restricted on the fat cash in this particular aspect. All right, we also got FS. We got a little bit of an essay over here. See how that is going to go indeed. We need jobs out here. Yeah, that's why I'm leaning on... I'll be honest, that's why I'm leaning on my stock market stuff, because I don't know if we're going to have jobs or not. I mean, everything is expensive. I go to the store, it's like $150 for like literally nothing. I think I bought cat food, I bought some cat litter, and I don't know. It was like $130. I was like, Jesus Christ. So yeah, really leaning into the stock market stuff personally. So I don't know where the job market is going to go. I don't know. How I'll do on this essay, it is looking nice. A couple of trick questions on the essay, or a couple of things on the essay. You really need to focus on what do they want to see rather than what do you want to say. You have to have that balance between what I want to write and what they want to see. Because if you just do what you want to write, it ain't going to work. If you just do what you want to see or what they want to see, then that ain't going to work either, because you're kind of pandering a little bit, and the pandaverse is not really going to work for you long term. Ten of Cups says do a mixture between that. Don't go extreme on anything. Keep it vague. Keep it a little bit specific, but don't go down any rabbit hole and just get lost and hit the timeout. And, you know, that's not going to be good for anybody. Overall, you are competing against some very good people in there. And just remember that. Remember that you're competing against good people. Look for standard essays, ask about other people, what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, and make sure that you're well versed on the competition, as well as, you know, having a good aspect or a good look at what you want to do in the competition as well. All right, let's put this up and go with a little bit of a different tarot reading, which is going to be the Victorian Romantic Tarot right now with Karima, phase 3 over there. All right, how does he believe I really feel? Well, let's see. Let's see what your intentions are. Let's see what his feelings are, and see where that's going to go. Direct line to the divine. It's a rhyme of the direct line to the divine. Is that like where you get 2 cups and a piece of string, like I did when I was like 5 or something? Is that how that works? Or is that like the bat phone, where the bat phone, you know, it's like red? And then Adam West ends up having to answer it or something like that when it rings. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how the direct line to the divine works, nor do I know what the divine's going to say when the bat phone rings. We'll see. All right, how does he believe that I feel? Well, he thinks that you're totally dedicated and you ain't going nowhere. We've touched on this before, and it's back. It is back like the Blues Brothers. Well, maybe not now. It is back indeed. You got the star. You're dedicated to this. Not going anywhere. You know what you need to do. You know how things need to be, and that is good. And that is good. And they know that you have that line, maybe not to the divine, but to the fine, and you are good to go. You're good to go over there. The star's a wonderful thing with that, right? The star's a really good card coming through here, and that's going to be important indeed. All right, let's see. Oh, looks like Maruta is on it. Okay, cool. Thank you, Maruta. But yeah, you're dedicated, not going anywhere, and that's kind of how you really feel. Do they believe that 100%? Not really. Not really. They know you have other options. That is one of the things they've been concerned about. They are going to be concerned about. They're always worried about in the back of their head. The 7 of Cups. How many other options do you have? How many other people are you seeing? And that's why they have that 6 of Swords. I want to make sure this lasts. I don't want to jump into anything, because if you got a second option, you got a third option, and I jump in, what's going to happen over here? That could be bad indeed. 7 of Swords says that we need to take our time. We need to go forth with that. Overall, the world, I think that you think that your feelings are varied, your feelings are excited, and your feelings are sometimes passionate, your feelings are sometimes angry, but you have a lot of beef in there in the feelings indeed. So there you go. Am I aging? Am I showing my age? Bountiful Sea Turtle, is that it? Is that it? Yeah, the old Adam West. Yeah, I used to watch that when I was a little kid. I watched that when I was a baby. I thought that was fantastic. And I do have a lot of Batman omnibuses, by the way, so just be aware of that. So can I show my omnibuses? That sounds really bad, but yeah. So here's all the comics that I have. So these are all the omnibuses that I have. And on this side over here, you'll see my Batman collection. So I have Batman with Paul Dini. I have the Grant Morrison. I have both Gotham Centrals. I have No Man's Land, Prelude to No Man's Land. And then I have a And then I have the Justice Society. And then I have Batman Superman. Yeah, the Batman Superman run. And then I have Batman Nightfall. I do not have the Nightfall Omnibus. I do not have that because that's a waste of money. I have it in trade paperback. I'm not going to buy the omnibuses. So, that's the way it goes. Anyway, what does he think my intentions are? You're going to be very emotional. That is one of the things that you always are. You always are going to be. The Ten of Cups says your intentions are happy home, happy family with children. Because the Ten of Cups is the happy home, happy family with new children. That is what he thinks your intentions are. That's what he thinks you want, and that is what he would like to provide as well. Ten of Cups is a very powerful card, especially for babies, new kids, new family, out on the ranch kind of thing as well. And building that home is something that you want to do. You do want to build a home together. You do want to have a life together. The King of Cups, you're a little bit emotionally distant sometimes with intentions. You're a little bit on the, flip-flopping between this, that, and some other stuff. So, they just realize that some days are better than others, and you are sort of emotionally driven sometimes with your intentions. Sometimes you intend to have a long term. Sometimes you intend to, break up. Sometimes you intend to do a lot of different things. The Queen of Cups, just a lot of emotion flowing through, sort of gunning through that particular thing indeed. All right. So obviously entertainment purposes only. Never assume attention based on family reading your cards on the end. Samantha is next. Wants a little Bohemian Gothic. We can do that. We got a Bohemian Gothic combo with a little bit of Victorian Romantic. We want, hey. They said they weren't going to print any more tarot decks. And then the Victorian Romantic came out, by the way, and then the Bohemian Gothic came out, and then they're going to have more. It's like Chiro. It's like Chiro says, I'm not doing any more tarot decks. And by the way, I have 5 new tarot decks that you can buy if you would like to pre-order those in 2024. All right. Will I have any flings over the next 6 months? Let's see if Fling Central is going to be there. 6 of Cups, friends with benefits, with a little bit of Taming the Lion, a little bit of a Leo action there. Indeed, I do think you have a fling. With a Leo in there. Friends with benefits, I think it is kind of one of those things where they understand this is not going to be a marriage proposal as it goes. A little bit on the emotionally distant side. You're like, that was a nice fling, but I gotta go. But yeah, 6 of it, a little bit of that. So overall, that is going to be a thumbs up with
music to make love to.
A thumbs up with the musics to make the mad loves to. Who will surprise me by the end of the year? That's not very much time. That's not very much time for a surprise. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Chiro Marchetti will surprise us with another deck that we're not supposed to have. I don't know. Or maybe Baba Studio will surprise us by printing another tarot, even though they're not printing any more tarots anymore. Okay. We'll see about that. We'll see how that works. Who will surprise me? 7 of Swords, Memento Mori. Oh, that's sort of interesting with that. I do think you have a surprise from a Gemini, quite frankly. I do think that you have a surprise from a Gemini over here. You got a little bit of that moon. The Gemini is a little bit more emotionally bound, a little bit more emotionally impactful than anybody else. I think the Virgo is straight on target. No surprises, nothing interesting, nothing mighty, nothing amazing, nothing real, to be honest with you. 7 of Swords, so don't expect anything to be returning, return surprise. Like I said something, and by the way, now I'm back. Surprise! No, I just don't think that works overall. Just expect a little bit more focus rather than reality. on that particular aspect. We got 35 people in here. Welcome, 35 people. I greatly appreciate you hanging out over here. Let's go to PayPal. It has been a hot minute over there. Let's go with the yellow. Yellow wanna know a living situation. Now, what are we gonna do with this damn living situation? Everything is so expensive. What are we gonna do with that? Well, let's ask. Oh, you know, I really don't think you want probably a modern feminist deck. I mean, you know, I'm just sort of spitballing here, but you just don't seem like a modern feminist deck kind of guy. But, you know, I don't know. We'll see over here. All right. Probably a bad choice for just grabbing a first deck in there. By the way, I started a new painting. My friends. It is looking mighty nice. I've worked my bouquet off on this one. But yeah, here it is. We have a little bit. I need to reduce the light on the phone. Okay, here it is. We got a little bit of this scene. It is a scene, like a beach scene kind of thing. So you got a little bit of this lighting over here. So I did get most of this side done. So you see a lot of detail. It's going to have a little tables over here. It's like a little Paris scene over there. And yeah, I think we got some decent detail in the buildings. It looks exactly like the picture and whatnot. So go work out. You know, I've taken a little more time with it just to put some more realism in it. And the reason behind that, it is a 18 by 36 canvas, so it was a little more expensive than I had anticipated, but having fun with that. Anyway, let's use the key tarot. The key tarot. See where that is going to go with that. All right. Let's see. Living situation. I don't know. Is it going to improve? Is it going to get any better? We're going to have some more opportunities in that. The Sun with the 9 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles. I think you're being presented with an opportunity for more money that leads you to a better situation with living. That's basically the translation here, right? You got 3 of Pentacles, new money opportunities, the birth, the creation, the aspect, the good times, the fun times with that. The 3 of Pentacles just kind of says new opportunities abound, new opportunities are going to be there, and you have a fantastic thing going through here. The Sun is interesting indeed here too, right? Yogi, we got time for you. Donate, Yogi. We got plenty of time for you. Donate. Go ahead and donate if you want to, Yogi. I'm running faster than I thought I was going to run. Yogi, we had donations all the way down to like here, so I cut it off, but we are putting in there. We're putting in there. We're making it happen. All right, the Sun. Be aware that you are going to be moving. The living situation gives you a better opportunity, but yeah, you got to pack up and go. You got to pack up and go. I don't know if that's something you want to do or something you don't want to do with that. Overall, I guess we'll see in the long run. 9 of Pentacles just says it's a better living situation. It's an improved situation, but yeah, you got to go. Yeah, you got to go. You got to get moving. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit, maybe it's a little bit of a carrot on a stick. I have some stuff that's cool, but you got to move in order to make that happen. All right, S wants to know, fruitarian. Well, it didn't work for Jobs. It didn't work for Steve Jobs. I mean, Steve Jobs had cancer, and fruitarian, which he was. That's why he created Apple. It didn't quite work out. I don't know. Fruitarian's pretty good, though. Fruitarian's pretty good. I like nutritarian, which I'm, so I do eat a lot of fruits. I do eat a lot of veggies. If I can just get rid of the cheats, I think that'd be good. So we'll see how that goes. Romeo and Juliet is not really a good deck for a fruitarian thing. Let's go to a little bit more of a celebration deck over here with the kitten chops. The kitten chops is going to let you know if fruit is, well, wait, why the hell why don't we use the Tasty Tarot for its fruit? But I mean, Tasty Tarot's sitting right here. Tasty Tarot is sitting right here. Why don't we just go ahead? All right, we'll see. We're going to dive into the tasty, yummy tarot and see if fruitarian is going to be good for you. Magician says you're drawn to it for a good reason. You're drawn to it for a very good reason. And that is going to be great overall. Magician really hones in here. It says that you're going to be good at it. You're going to be, it is going to give you the level of power, the level of threat. Because fruit is nothing but sugar. How can you not like it? How can you not like it? It's nothing but sugar. You love that. It's great. Once you get rolling on it, you absolutely adore it because it is fantastic. So yes, Ace of Pentacles says it's good for you. Now, Five of Swords says you definitely want to consult with your physician because you may have a dietary requirement. You may have nutrient requirements because of some condition or what have you. Check with somebody that knows what the hell they're doing other than a fat man on YouTube reading tarot. So yes, a medical professional is going to be good. Review your chart and say, yeah, it looks okay, or you're going to need some other food because of this condition, because of this, what have you. So obviously consult somebody who knows what they're doing rather than a random dude on YouTube. Nine of Pentacles says overall it's going to do you very well. It's going to have a lot of benefits for you, and you are going to enjoy it very much, right? That's what I just think. That's what I think. There's a lot of fruitarians on YouTube. I watch a few of those, and it's always a good time on that side. All right, let's do a little bit of the karima final phases. We'll do the $5 and the $2 first, and we'll do a little bit of Victorian romantic for this one. And see where that is going to take us. What are the plans he's making in his mind about this new home? Let's see what's happening and where we'll have a new home and have a happy family. A little bit of that. What are the plans? Well, the first thing is a Six of Cups. First thing is a Six of Cups. He has either some family or he has some friends that he wants to move closer to. And he thinks these people will be supportive of everything, and that's possibly where he wants to move, right? Six of Cups. I have family, friends. I have some people that I know, and I think that is a good time with that. Seven of Pentacles is interesting as well. One of the big plans is we need to invest in this properly. We don't want to waste any time. We want to make sure that we're grounded. We have where we're going. We have everything planned out and what have you. And again, he needs that level of support from other people. The Six of Wands, the parade in his honor, the people that are going to support this. And if we move next to people we already know, we move next to people that are going to be supportive, that's going to be a good sign for everybody. Now, there is a little bit of hesitation because he doesn't know how it's going to fly with you, but those are the plans as far as that goes. And the $2 is over here with a little bit of, hey, what turns him on about me the most right now? What turn-offs do we have going on there? We got a little bit of the Magician and the Sun with that. One of the biggest turn-ons is just the Sun. Just your ability to bring joy, your ability to bring fun. If they're in a bad mood, if they've had challenges, you make them laugh. You make them better. You improve their life by being a part of their life. And that is an important aspect over here with that Sun indeed. Magician is also sort of a degree of your willingness to do whatever, your degree of, hey, I can have a weird idea, fun idea, and you'll be down for it. You'll at least give it a shot. You give it a try. You're not just going to be, some strict person's going to go no to everything. You're willing to step up, have some fun, get some awesome things going with that. And the Four of Pentacles says you hold back a little bit and you don't just go 100% sometimes. So he has to draw it out of you. And that interaction, that back and forth of drawing some aspects out of you, drawing emotions out of you is really fun. And it feels like it's more interactive and it's more kind of just fun overall as that goes. All right, Samantha is next. What's a little bit of a Victorian romantic? We can do that. Anybody that has feelings for me, but it is top secret. Is it top secret? We'll see with that. Jen, welcome. Good to see you. How you doing this fine Sunday evening? Tomorrow's another manic Monday. Wish it was Sunday. That's my fun. Well, it is Sunday. That's not my fun. Well, it is my fun day, sort of. I don't know. Is it Greece or Paris? I have no idea. I told the AI to generate a cool beach scene for me, and it generated that. So I have no idea where the hell that is. AI just created it on its own. All right. Is there anyone who has feelings for me in secret? Page of Wands says, not really. You get more of that in the springtime. You get more of that as you're kind of exposed to more people. You kind of see more individuals with that. I do think the Knight of Cups says when people have feelings for you, have some emotions, they do step up and they do make it kind of obvious, and that's going to be a good thing overall. Oh, Eight of Swords just says a lot of times we just don't have the opportunity. We don't have the dedication. We're not really in it to win it. And I think some of the people that you've encountered, some of the people that you have around are just not kind of a secret feeling kind of thing. They got nothing. They sort of gave up anyway. But I think springtime, you do have more secret feelings, especially from the Aquarius. If we have a new Aquarius coming in that has more of that secret feelings for you, and that's going to be kind of fun indeed. All right, did I have a past life with Neil? I don't know. Let's see if Neil had a past life with you, or you had a past life with Neil with that. Elaine, what is going on? Appreciate you hanging out tonight. How you doing? Let's see where this is going to be. Woo! Empress, you did. Empress, you did. You had children with Neil as well. You had the Empress. We had a family. We had 9 of Pentacles. We had a home together. This is somebody that you had children with, and 8 of Pentacles. This is somebody that definitely was sort of like in the poor class, not really sort of the higher class. You're in a little bit of the poor class here. You had some challenges with that. You had a very happy family, very content. You had a lot of good things with this individual, and just good times overall with that. So that is going to be a yes with a thumbs up. Neil did have a past life, a little bit on the poor side of things, but you had a very good family together, and you are very content and happy as far as that went until you died off, and Neil was there by himself. But yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. Power of the P is next. We'll round it out with Karima, final phase. And see where that is going to take us. We'll take a look with the owl. I said who? I said power of the P. That is who. Johnny's current feelings and plans. Do we have any major plans? Let's take a look through the eyes of the owl. See if we have any major plans indeed. The moon, Hierophant. Ooh, you got 2 big major sandwich between a 3 of Cups and an 8 of Swords over here. I think that Johnny has some emotions, but they're all over the place. I think Johnny is in a little bit of an emotional turmoil right now. Like emotions aren't at 100%. Emotions aren't super dedicated. Emotions are a little bit too much right now. And almost like they're trying to suppress some of these emotions. They're not super serious about it. They just don't want to have some of that. And that's not something that they're ready to back up. They're ready to implement. They're ready to see where that takes them right now, right? And Johnny as well, either... I don't know, man. Johnny is just looking for a good time as far as emotions go. And that's something that they're too reliant upon and they're too addicted to right now. And I think that's going to be a little bit difficult in the long run. So you have to get a little more serious, a little more focus, and get things moving with that. Overall, the intentions are just kind of mixed right now. One of the biggest intentions is to get things moving at a steady rate where they don't have to do a lot. They're almost like they're about to hit this lazy mode where they don't want to do a lot. They don't want to participate a lot. They don't want to back up and really make things happen a lot, and they just want to be on autopilot for quite some time as far as that goes. Hierophant says they do want something serious in the meantime, but it is something that they just want to see if the autopilot works. you can expect a lot of disconnect as far as actions from this person. Like they light the fire, they light the candle, and then they just sort of step away and let it go on its own. It's very difficult once you get them in a steady mode, in a steady direction, to get them to do a lot. It just feels like they get lazy, they close their eyes, and they take the free train ride to the next station as far as that goes. Obviously, entertainment purposes only, but hey, you know, there's a little bit of Johnny. And the finale tonight is Karima, final phase. And we'll use the Tasty Tarot and see what kind of yummy reading we can get out of the Tasty Tarot over here. What would he want to tell me, but feels like he can't tell me? Ooh, that's an interesting question. What do we got here? We want to tell you, but we can't. The Ten of Cups is back with a happy home, happy family. Ace of Swords with a Hierophant. They have something about religion. They have something about religion. It's almost like that religious things are more important to them than their say. Like religion is more important than their say. You have the Hierophant with a 9 of Pentacles over here. They haven't really maybe discussed this. They haven't really discussed, sort of what's going on. But it's almost like they have some strict feelings, some strict guidance that they want to follow as far as religion and how we incorporate religion and how we incorporate things into this connection as far as that. They really can't bring that up. It's not something that they really want to just throw on the table. A little too heavy, a little too difficult, but I do think you have a sort of almost like preferences for how children are raised or preferences for how things, things went kind of going in that direction, but, that's the way it goes with that. Anyway, Stephanie, we had 19 donations in 7 minutes. So, Stephanie, it's pretty busy. So, we did get a little bit of the time change, but, that's the way it goes. The way it goes. But we will be back on Tuesday. We're off on Monday, but we shall return on a Tuesday. I do not want another Manic Monday. I don't want to do a stream on a Manic Monday. I think I have a really Manic Monday because I'm off Tuesday through Friday. So I think they're just going to absolutely bomb me with work on Monday. They're going to be like, you need to do these 10,000 things. All right. Okay. What is his biggest desire towards me right now? Oh, Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, a lot of Pentacles over there. The biggest desire is basically to sort of get the work done. Get the work done. We need to do work, get the work done. We have a lot of pentacles, building a level of stability, getting work done properly, getting things leveled out, getting things figured out. That's kind of the desire that we have, and the biggest desire indeed. 10 of Wands says I don't want to be overloaded. Whatever I can do, whatever plans I can make, whatever we can get logistically handled now is going to be better for all of us. And Ace of Pentacles, even if we can just start something up, warm something up, get something moving in a direction, hey, that'll work overall, right? For a Pentacles, just says, not a desire that I can kind of communicate, but it is something that I do have in the desire mode. Anyway, that's it for me. I will be off Monday. I will see you on Tuesday. Thank you very much.